Robbinsdale after a last-ditch effort to by a preservation group wanted to save it, but it failed. Friends of the historic terrace previously filed a lawsuit to save the theater, but a judge ruled against it. On Thursday, the group's filing to the State Court of Appeals was also denied. The organization was unable to raise more than $6 million to halt the demolition. We've been told another group, Save the Historic Terrace Theater, plans to gather at the site today between noon and 3. Plans to build a Hy-Vee on the site were put on hold earlier this summer. No word yet on if they will move forward with those plans after the theater.
To save the Terrace Theatre is over, and that's according to the group that battled in court to save the Robbinsdale landmark. And we get more from 12 News reporter Eric Nelson.
It's a sad day. It's a difficult day.
For Terrace Theatre supporters, D-Day has arrived.
It sounds pretty inevitable.
With their appeals exhausted, Terrace backers grudgingly admitted that the theater will soon be demolished.
The whole group is very disappointed.
Terrace supporters could not come up with enough money to save the structure and have given up their fight with the city and developers.
If you don't have millions of dollars, you just simply can't be in the game.
The bonds that the court enacted, I mean, we just can't raise $6.375 million in 4 days.
The Robbinsdale Historical Society is hoping to salvage letters from the terrace sign and chandeliers from the theater.
I really don't think we're going to see anything.
But aren't sure if that is going to happen.
We were hoping that we would get that. We thought there would be at least a chance of getting the chandeliers, but now they've been whisked off to storage, and we don't know where the storage is.
For other Robbinsdale residents, the terrace teardown is good news.
It's more than just a store. It's creating a better environment for our community.
They welcome Hy-Vee or whatever replaces the theater.
Right now we have a huge eyesore that hasn't been anything for 17 plus years. Now it's time for something better to come in.
I understand they expect it'll produce about 700 new jobs, and the people that live in this immediate area will have something nice to look at, not a building that's slowly falling apart and growing trees out of the roof.
When the terrace finally does come down, it won't end this saga. Now the question will be, what replaces it? In Robbinsdale, I'm Eric Nelson, Channel 12 News.
Demolition, we're told, could begin as early as this evening, Friday evening. Meanwhile, Friends of the Terrace announced that on November 5th, they will be hosting a Rock the Terrace concert at the Lodge in Robbinsdale as they celebrate the history of the theater. Meanwhile, the same developer for the Terrace Theatre site is working on plans to develop a large section of the gravel mining area in Maple Grove. Inland Development Partners is proposing a 193,000 square foot office and manufacturing facility on a 13-acre site. Inland estimates the plan could create as many as 430 jobs. Maple Grove City Council could vote Monday whether to enter into a preliminary agreement with the developer.